Hello, everybody. This is Mario Martinez in the Introduction to Psychology at University of Roehampton. And what I wanted to do is just give some explanation and show how I did the analysis within SPSS. So what I've done is I've taken the three measures, that of integrity, responsibility, and usefulness. I went ahead and put in all of my self-report information, okay? But I started with the variable view, and here are my variables: integrity, responsibility, usefulness. So it's the same kind of thing. It's the same thing. It's just looking at it in a new, different way. And then what I did is made sure to put on scale because the questionnaire is from 1 through 10, and that's enough to get us by in a Likert scale to qualify for a scale measure. Of course, there are different conceptions about how this should work. Some people say, no, it shouldn't be that way, that the scale should not be used unless it's for something like, I'm just trying to think. I don't want to say temperature because it's a negative scale, but some kind of scale like time or measurement in feet or inches and that kind of thing. But don't get too bogged down into that. I've just gone ahead and run a scale here. I haven't put in the values. I don't really think that's needed. But again, these are my three variables. What I've done is I've filled in the information. Now I'm going to go in and give the information on central tendency. So central tendency is basically a descriptive statistic. And it's the foundation of everything that we know and follow as sacred in psychology or in other science-related disciplines. And I'm just talking about this from my education background and perspective, doing research in that area. So what I would do is, what I did is gone through descriptive statistics under Analyze. I'm hitting descriptives. What I'm going to do is I'm going to, for Mac users, I'm basically hitting the Command key and then highlighting all three of my variables, flicking them over into the variables section. I'm going into the Options button, and I'm going to hit the mean. The mean is the foundation of most, like I said, scientific or at least statistical studies. And then we also want to know the dispersion. And the dispersion is discussing how the numbers cluster around the mean. And so some people will, if you're running 100, oops, sorry about that. That's my reminder of myself to take out my trash. But if you're running like a questionnaire on like 4,000 people, and well, you would never do that, I don't think, but some people do in national studies. But anyway, if you were trying to do a study with 100 participants, not everybody's going to make the mean. There's going to always be standard deviations and variances. So we want to know the spread of the data. For those data that don't magically hit the mean, how far away is it from the mean? And so those measures give us that. So then once you've clicked those boxes, you can also click the standard error of the mean, which is what that is, and that little box is, and you can also hit minimum, maximum. I don't think hit standard error of the mean, but anyway, hit continue. And then what you're going to do is you're going to go ahead and OK. In the OK box, the button will run the we'll go ahead and run the descriptives. So here we have each variable, the number of responses. This is your range, your maximum, minimum. Okay, sorry, minimum, maximum. Then the mean. So you get the mean statistic, which these are the means for mine, the standard error of the mean, the standard deviation of the mean, and these are the standard deviation is sometimes you'll see that a lot in education studies because we always talk about in the United States and maybe in other countries too. In the United States, one qualifies for special education by being 2 standard deviations away from the mean on intelligence scores. But that may be too much information for you all. And then the variance right here. So the descriptive statistics give us a sense of how many cases we've run, right? The mean. What is the mean finding of all of these 4 cases? And then the standard error, the standard deviation error statistics. So if you report that table, you'll be in good shape. Also, you can run a separate table like some people have done and talk about which lists the actual scores for each of the cases. Okay, I hope that's helpful. I don't know where people are on this, but we certainly will talk to you later, and I hope this helps, or at least helps to explain what I'm doing. All right, talk to you later. Bye.